And another pre-release that you will be looking forward to for June 2018. Raids. A game with Vikings. Vikings!
So, so Vikings mean fighting, collecting gold, and go to villages and just get gold and goods. Okay. So how does it work? The game plays in 4 rounds. Okay. In each round, you will pick tiles randomly on the board. So for each round, and you have your ship. So you're captain of a ship, a long ship, and you will move your token, and you can stop on a tile. Okay. Consider if I stop there, I won't pick the tile yet. It's only when I leave that I can pick the tile and put it in my ship. Okay? Why is it relevant? Because you are Vikings and so you can do nasty stuff. You go there and the other one maybe go there. Hey, I want that tile. So you have to fight. And when to fight, you have to sacrifice 1 Viking. To defend, the other have to sacrifice 2 Viking and then 3, 4, etc. Okay? If you lose the battle, you just move to a next tile. Okay? And maybe the other one behind will maybe fight you again. You don't know. You don't know. But if it is not the case, the player will pick the tile and put it in their ship. Okay? It's always the player in the last position on the map that will play first. Okay? There are some tiles where you don't stop by, you just pass. Okay? And sometimes there are villages and you get maybe some Vikings that you can put on your longship. Okay? So each ship has shields. Okay? And each shield can get 1 Viking. So if you don't enough shields, you can't have them. Okay? There are also monsters, sea monsters, that you need to fight, and you don't stop by, just pass. Okay? And they get you victory points. Okay? If you just want to fight a monster, you need to sacrifice the same amount of Vikings. Okay? There's also axes that can help you to reduce the number of Vikings that you need. Okay? If you can't or don't want to fight the monster, you just have to sacrifice 1 Viking, so it will reduce its strength for the next players. Okay, so you have to calculate. When you have a good, it occupies 1 space in your ship. So, and you don't want that because you want to have axes, sails that give you more Vikings in the end of each round. So you have to sell them in villages in the next rounds. Okay, and when you sell goods, it gives you victory points. Okay. Victory points are symbolized by gold. Okay, to coins, but also by sea monsters or good. And you have rune stones. So rune stones. It's collecting, so the more you have, the more points you get. Okay. When everybody arrives in the harbor, you get the first one gets 6 gold, and then 3, and then 1. Okay. It's for the first round only, because in the next rounds you've got some. You pick harbors randomly from 8 tiles, and it will be, for instance, the player who got the most sails in his ship. That will be the first and get the gold, or the players with the most goods, the player with the most runestones, and there are 8 different types, so it can be the player for the most monsters, player with the most Vikings. Okay? And so you play that in 4 rounds. Of course, there will be more interesting goods, more dangerous monsters, and that's everything. So in the end, the player with the most gold wins the game.
So there is a fair amount of variation in how the game is going to play depending on what tiles is going to bring out. And once again, mechanically very simple, but strategically quite thinky.
Yes. It's tactical and strategic, and there's a lot of micromanagement because you need to manage your ship, your long ship, also see what the others can do, and maybe evaluate if you have enough Vikings in order to fight back. So, and maybe there's also opportunism in the game. So, according to how the tiles are placed on the map, you can do some special action and maybe go through the whole board in a single round. That can happen.
So, in June, this is going to be the game for the summer. That's it.
The cold atmosphere of Vikings. Episode.
Let's go raiding.